Welcome back. It's Cash Club TV, and we got a good one for you, man. Today, we're diving into one of the boldest sports takes we've ever heard, right? Stephen A. Smith, man, he just dropped a truth bomb about the future of sports. And if he's right, the entire power structure of pro athletics is about to flip upside down. Whew. This isn't one of those hot takes that disappear in a week. This is Stephen A. looking 5, 10, maybe 15 years in the future, predicting how sports, as we know, will completely evolve. I mean, we see right now, athletes are getting paid, to how fans watch the game, to how teams are owned. It's all about to change. Trust me, mark my words. I believe in his take that everything will change. All right, so basically, Stephen A. said, we're entering an era where players will run the show, not owners, not commissioners, not billionaires. Behind the scenes, people, absolutely not. It's not them. It's just going to be the athletes. The people on the court, the field, the diamond, they're going to be taking the wheel. Now, honestly, when you look around, it's already happening. You can see that. I mean, LeBron has more influence on the NBA than some owners, if we're being real. I mean, Travis Kelce has turned his off the field stuff into brand partnerships worth millions of dollars. And athletes like Caitlin Clark and Reese, they prove that the next generation already understands the business of the game. They do. If we're just being real, they do. They do. We're just being honest here. So here's more from his bold prediction, right? And he said this straight up. By the end of this decade, players will have more leverage than owners ever did. The balance of power is shifting right now, and we're all watching it happen. He's not wrong. Look at the NBA. Players aren't signing contracts anymore. They're shaping rosters. LeBron James, Rich Paul created Clutch Sports, right? Right? That which flipped the entire NBA market upside down. Agents and players now move as brands, not employees. And this is huge. Huge. Kevin Durant left the Golden State Warriors because he wanted more control of his narrative. Kyrie pushed for personal freedom. In fact, that's how he wanted to approach the game. And Giannis made Milwaukee upgrade their roster before he committed to an extension. I mean, if that is not the definition of somebody making their own future, I don't know what is. This is what exactly Stephen A means. Players are calling the shots. And if you think that power shift stops in the NBA, wait until the NFL catches up. Look at Mahomes. He already signed a $500 million deal that lets him restructure his own money. Lamar Jackson negotiated his own contract. No agent. That really don't happen on that level too much. This is just a start. The player as the CEO era is here. Trust me and mark my words. It is here. And it's here to stay. So let's talk about what's fueling this. It's money and it's media. Sports leagues used to rely on TV deals from networks like ESPN, CBS, or Fox. But streaming's changed. The game has completely changed. Now the power belongs to whoever can bring the views and the eyeballs. That's it. Amazon owns Thursday Night Football. YouTube took over NFL Sunday Ticket. And look at Netflix. They messing with boxing. Apple TV got MLS. I mean, look at how crazy this is. So you tell me, who wins? The platform with the fans? But who do they follow? It's the players, not the league. It ain't them. Much as I want to say it, it ain't them. This is why Stephen A. believes the money will follow the players wherever they go. Imagine this in 5 years. You might not want to catch the NBA on ESPN at all. You might want to watch Team Curry versus Team Giannis on a player-owned streaming network. And honestly, it makes sense. LeBron didn't need ESPN to tell the story. He got the shot. His own platform and tens of millions of followers who will tune in directly for that. That's crazy. Even NIL college is feeding into this. You got college athletes like Livy Dunn, Shedeur Sanders. They pull in 7 figures before they go pro. That is player power. That's how you learn player power right there. So Stephen A is saying this. This isn't about who signs a check anymore. It's about who creates the attention. And right now, if we're being honest, it's the athlete that is creating all the attention. Their stock is up, and it's the rise of the athlete. So I know you don't want to believe me. I know you don't, right? But, let's get into the rise of the player power. The player empowerment era that started with LeBron, like I said earlier, is turning into the player ownership era. LeBron co-owns a pickle team and a soccer club. Mahomes has ownership stakes in Kansas City Royals and Sporting KC. Serena Williams invested in tech, sports agencies, and startups. Stephen A. predicts that by the 2030s, players will start negotiating equity in their contracts. Not just money. Okay, think about it like this. Luka Doncic could be both a player and part owner of the Mavericks. That's where the business side is headed. I totally agree with that. I agree with that. We already see examples. Messi, he has a deal with Inter Miami. That includes part ownership and revenue sharing from Apple's MLS deal. That's next level leverage. And who's not going to say nothing? You all going to say something? Who would do that? I would do the same thing. His point is this. Players aren't just faces of franchise anymore. They are the franchise. The next generation of fans don't care about team loyalty as much as they care about their favorite athlete. If we're just being honest. They don't care. They don't. Now, this is where the take gets a little futuristic. He says technology will completely change how we experience sports. AI scouting will predict player performance before teams even sign them, which is insane. Wearable sensors will track everything: heart rate, fatigue, recovery, a feed to data and coaches in real time, which is insane. And for fans, get ready for interactive sports. Imagine being able to switch camera angles on your phone, track live stats over a player's body, or watch a game in virtual reality from courtside, all from your couch. That is insane. It's already starting. The NBA has been testing alternate reality camera feeds. The NFL uses AI-driven analytics for broadcast, and companies like Fanatics are in digital merch and collectibles that connect fans directly to players. We are in the future. If you don't think you're in the future, I don't know what to tell you anymore. I don't. He said this is tech revolution. It will create a divide. Old school versus new school. They want tradition, other ones want immersion. That's what's going to happen. And guess who wins? The ones who evolve. The league will adapt, it will thrive, and the ones who don't, they will get left behind, just like Blockbuster did when Netflix came. It's just going to happen. All right, so Stephen A. isn't just talking about basketball or whatever. He's predicting a sports-wide shift. In NFL, he says the culture is already changing. Players are demanding better conditions, mental health support, and off-field control. Look what happened with Colin Kaepernick years ago. Now compared to players like Michael Parsons or Tyreek Hill, who speak freely online and build their own media channels. The power dynamic is shifting in plain sight. I'm not tripping on it. I am happy for him. I have nothing bad to say about anybody doing this. In baseball, the MLB is chasing international money. Ohtani's $700 million deal, it didn't just make history, it proved global influence matters on the market size. Baseball has become an international business, not just an American pastime. In college sports, NIL is breaking NCAA's control completely. Players are making pro-level money before they make the league, and they could unionize or negotiate national media deals. And Stephen A. sees that coming, and I see that coming also, which is completely insane if you think about that. The college, you're going to be doing that. So what's the takeaway? Stephen A. says we're entering a new era where influence equals income. The athletes that treat their brand to the highest degree, they will dominate. The ones that only rely on sport, they're going to get left behind. It's just what's going to happen. Fans will have more access more than ever. Leagues will face more pressure to innovate. And the line between athlete and entrepreneur will completely disappear. He has one last quote. And I just want to say it here. If you think this is just about points and touchdowns, you're already behind. We're watching the future unfold. And this time, it's the players running the show. And if you don't believe that, I don't know what you're looking at. And I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I don't know where we go from here. But if you don't see the future in sports, I don't know. Players have become more demanding. They've become smarter with contracts. And the old system of taking control and taking advantage of these players is over. That's the upside of this. If I'm going to be completely honest, that's the big upside of this. Agents, I might not need you. Ownership, you can't just tell me what to do and think I'm going to follow that. You cannot treat me like a puppet anymore. I know what I can do. I know my power. All truth. All truth. If you think these are truth bombs, man, let me know in the comments. Do you agree? Is this the rise of the player power era? Or will the league fall back? They might fight back here. I don't know. Smash that like button, subscribe for more sports talk. And remember this, man. Remember this. On Cast Club TV, we ain't just going to talk about sports. We're going to break down the game behind it, man. All right? I'm out.